I'm installing this in my 1998 RS Coupe, which you can see right here. I actually have the 2004 WRX steering column and steering wheel installed in this RS. And this plastic trim plate on the bottom won't actually fit with my 1998 RS interior. So I've kind of marked it all the way around where it looks like it's making contact. And I'm gonna cut that off with my Dremel tool and hopefully get this lower trim panel piece installed back in my 1998 RS Coupe. This is my little Subaru-only shop. It's a DIY Subaru channel. It's a channel where all I do is Subaru builds and race Subaru vehicles and motorsport events. It's a DIY themed channel where I walk you guys through the steps to get your Subarus back on the road and hopefully do a little racing of your own. So thanks for checking out the video, guys. I really appreciate it. Alright guys, this is a plastic trim plate for my steering column. I'm about to cut this sucker because this steering column plate is from a 2004 WRX and I'm installing it in my 1998 RS Coupe. Before I make any cuts, I'll show you guys exactly what the problem is. Basically, like I said, I'm installing this in my 1998 RS Coupe, which you can see right here. And this RS Coupe actually has a 2004 WRX engine and tranny. In addition to those components, I actually have the 2004 WRX steering column and steering wheel installed in this RS, which also allows me to use all these controls that come off the steering column. So everything associated with that 2004 WRX steering column is installed in this RS, and this plastic trim plate on the bottom won't actually fit with my 1998 RS interior. Right around here, it's actually making contact right here because the 2004 WRX has a different lower trim panel design. See, it fits really nicely and cleanly up on the top half, and actually the top little trim panel fits perfect with this 1998 RS dash. That's a little FYI for you guys. But the bottom part is actually making contact down here with that lower dash panel. So I've kind of marked it all the way around where it looks like it's making contact, and I'm gonna cut that off with my Dremel tool and then see if it fits, and then reinstall it, and hopefully get this lower trim panel piece installed back in my 1998 RS Coupe. Alright guys, real quick, I'm just going to use my electric Dremel tool. It's got a little cutoff wheel on it. This little cutoff wheel will cut through this plastic like butter, so it should be a quick little job. Okay guys, here's the final piece after the cut. As you guys probably saw in the time lapse, I actually did a little filing on it. I also forgot to mention that when you put that painter's tape down, it kind of helps you get a little bit cleaner edge on your cutting surface. Use that painter's tape whenever you cut any thin material. And then of course, a little fine file will file it down so you get a nice smooth edge on it. And then lastly, I actually was planning to cut it down all the way where I cut it right here. But I realized I actually probably should have left it attached and given it a test fit so that this little piece right here would have some support. And if it does fit like this, I'll actually epoxy a little flat piece in the back to kind of hold this joint attached really securely. That way it's even stronger than it was in the beginning. But I'm gonna go ahead and test fit it right now like this and see if I can actually leave this little section on here on. That way it provides that little support for this piece. Okay guys, we are really close here. That little piece on the bottom wouldn't have fit anyways, so I'm still gonna have to cut that little piece out. That's okay, so it's good to know actually. And then I'm actually gonna have to cut a little more off the back right here to get it to fit completely flush. But the location where I did cut it is actually the perfect location where this plastic piece I trimmed has to have a little bit of gap for the lower dash, which it has right here. And once I cut off this little area over here, I think this piece is gonna fit perfect. So let's go ahead and do that final cut, and hopefully this piece will fit and I can reinstall it on the steering column. Okay guys, I made that final cut. I did actually slip a little bit and make a little nick right there. That's okay, this is actually gonna be tucked up underneath. It actually sits like this under the steering column, and this little piece is completely recessed up in there. So I'm not really worried about that. You also notice this piece now no longer has any support, but what actually is supporting it is on the inside, there's actually a little clip right here. And this little clip right here will actually support this outer little flimsy piece pretty well. So I think once it's reinstalled, this little piece will have plenty of support. It also actually has lots of little clip-in, like little dowel locating points like here and here. And then it has a main screw that holds it in right here on the bottom. So as long as you have all these little plastic dowels in good condition, that one little screw on the bottom will hold everything up nice and snug and have that nice clean finish. And I actually bought this new from the dealership, so that's why I have all these little plastic dowels that are in perfect condition. Let's test out my 98 RS and see if this sucker fits. Let me slip this sucker over. And it looks like this is gonna be a perfect fit. That looks like that's gonna snap in just fine once I actually have two hands to use. On the bottom, it looks like it's clearing everything. Underneath, where it was hitting before, it looks like it's clearing everything. And over on this side, it looks like it's clearing everything perfect. Okay guys, it actually snapped together perfectly. I put the little screw in the bottom to hold it all together really snug. But as you can see, this 2004 WRX steering column and this 2004 WRX plastic trim cover for that steering column is now fitting perfect with this 1998 RS dash. And as I pan around to the other side, you can kind of see how clean and flush this thing is. There's that little gap between the top piece and the bottom piece. That's really nice and tight. It's completely snapped together in all the right locations. And of course, you can see right here, this is one of the reasons I really like having this 2004 WRX steering column. You have that lighted key ring that comes with that 2004 WRX. And as you can see, that lower plastic cover actually fits perfect with this 1998 RS dash on this side as well. So I gotta tell you guys, that is looking perfect. And then from the top, you can kind of see how smooth it is as well. Really clean fit, really clean finish. Looks completely factory. There's no way you'd be able to tell that this steering column cover didn't actually come on a 1998 RS. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up there for today. Thanks so much for joining me on another little phase on the interior restoration on this 1998 RS Coupe, which has a 2004 WRX engine swap and has a 2004 steering column swap. This was a fun little project to get that 2004 WRX steering column cover to fit on my 1998 RS dash. And if you guys ever need to make this modification, hopefully this video will walk you through those steps. Thanks again for checking out the video, guys. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or any comments, please go ahead and leave them in the comment section. If you guys need tools, parts, or maintenance items for your Subarus, check out my SubaruONLY Amazon page, and you can see a link in the description below. Thanks again for checking out the video, guys. I really appreciate it. My name's Luke. You guys are watching the SubaruONLY channel. Until next time, guys, later. Thanks again for watching this video, guys. As you guys know, I'm a diehard Subaru enthusiast. And I've also had the opportunity to be involved in motorsports for over 2 decades now. But I'm also a professional hydrogeologist, and I've actually spent years in laboratories performing experiments where I studied the flow of fluids using the properties of physics and fluid mechanics. In these YouTube videos, I'm actually able to combine my experience from the laboratories and all the research I've done with my experience from all the motorsport series I've been involved in and my passion for Subarus. If you have any professional inquiries about Subaru-related R&D or digital marketing and media, you can contact me at SubaruONLYshop@gmail.com. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope to hear from you soon.